What is happening, Magnus? Woo! James McAvoy, you crazy son bitch. Let me tell you something. Man, James McAvoy, man, you were real good at playing crazy. I'm scared of you in real life because of this role. In that last role where you had all the different personalities. I forgot what that was called. Yo! So, I told y'all yesterday we was going to see that Batista movie, and we watched both trailers. I was already like, yo, I got to see the Batista movie. But we watched the trailer for Speak No Evil, too, just to refresh our minds. I was like, oh, we got to see that. So we saw the Batista movie yesterday, The Killer's Game, and we saw this just now, today. So, if you've seen the trailer, you know what it's about. It's a horror movie of a family that befriends another family, and the family that they befriend has a kid that can't talk. It's a little boy, he can't talk, and they go to visit them, and the husband's a little pushy and eccentric, and there's a point in the trailer where, like, the little boy, because he can't, he's like, what? So you're like, wait a minute. Somebody cut your tongue out? So there you have the movie, you know what I mean? It's like this family trying to get away from this crazy family with the little boy who got his tongue cut out. Look, I paid attention to every single actor in this movie. Every single actor in this movie was good to great. Every single one of them. There was no weak link in this. It was shot well, directed well. You are kind of on the edge of your seat, waiting for the other shoe to drop, and then the other shoe to drop, and then the other shoe to drop, because it's a scary movie. You know you're going into a horror movie, so you're like, and if you've seen the trailer, you know what kind of to expect. So you know how it is when you see a scary movie and you know someone's crazy in it, or somebody's a killer. You're just waiting for them to start to show the craziness. And it actually kind of, the way they shoot it, it kind of shows up rather early in little subtle movements, subtle expressions, subtle just instances. And the couple that is the good couple with their daughter, they got their own problems, right? You got the crazy family with the little boy, and as I gotta say, I think the worst part about this movie is that with everything going on and everybody like, yo, we're tired of you making men look weak, and every female's a girl boss. In this, I would not call this movie woke, but in this movie, they make the good husband such a bitch. I'm like, oh my God. Like, yo, there's a point where you're thinking, okay, all right, I see what you're doing here. He's kind of a soy boy. This happened in the marriage. This happens. This is happening. Okay. So at the end, at some point, just like one point where he helps the family, and he was needed, but it wasn't like, yeah, the point where you think it's gonna be, yeah, his wife saves him. I'm like, oh my God. There's like several points in this movie where she's like telling him to say stuff and do stuff, and he is such a punk. But otherwise, I mean, every part was acted extremely well. Everyone is believable. Everyone is believable for what they had to do. I think McAvoy is really crazy. He does that too well. He's like Jack Nicholson or something. Like, I think he's a little crazy though, for real. I was satisfied with the ending. As a matter of fact, the ending made both of us want to cry. Me and Scarlo. I was like that. She was like that. She was like, I felt that. I was like, I felt it too. I was like, oh my God. She was like, I was like, do you want to cry? And she was like, yeah, I do. I was like, wow. It's not boring. I don't think there's really any lulls in it. And I don't think there's really any slow parts. I think it's just suspense, thriller, terror. You know what I mean? Throughout the whole thing, you're just like, oh my God. That was too far. Oh, they shouldn't have did that. Oh, they shouldn't have said that. Oh my God, look. Oh, like, you know, I had a good time. A great time. I had a great time. I'm going to give this 4.5 out of 5. Woos! You have my recommendation. Magnus. Every single one of you should watch this movie. If you're a fan of suspense, thriller, you're a fan of horror or scary movie, go see it. I don't think any of you are going to be unsatisfied. I mean, I really can't see. I think the majority of you are going to think it's all right. Like, I'm like, yo, it was all right. You know what I mean? Like, it was damn good. I thought it was damn good. All right. 10 million subscribers. Woo!